Hello everybody, my name is Swicey and welcome to my Watcher of Realms channel. You might know me from my raid channel where I specialize in arena, hydra, and takeover content, and I'm currently participating in the content creator free-to-play series. In Watchers, I plan on showing you guys my progression as I go through the game, different things I learn, shard pulling videos, and eventually I will be doing takeover content here as well as expanding my services and content past just raid. This video will be an intro video going over my account, my current progress, and what goals I currently have. I do also have some different ideas for content I'm going to be thinking about near the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So to begin, we have the obvious. What champions have I pulled and how many days am I in? So I am at, what is this, day 117, I believe? Yeah, 117, it's right there. And I have a pretty good roster. Nothing to complain about here, except for pulling 2 Furcy on the Hex 10X. But I mean, it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. And I am very happy with my pulls. Now, my progress isn't as good as some people's might be with these champs, as I'm still learning the game. I haven't watched too many videos on the game, but we're getting there, and I am excited to show you guys. The more I learn, the further I get, and I think we'll all just have some fun with this channel, and I hope you guys enjoy. So when it comes to my pulls, my first ever legendary was Murugain, which is pretty crazy. Her build isn't good, so don't really pay attention to this one. I haven't focused on hers at all. I have a legendary ring on her, which that should not be there really, but it is what it is. We have my Silas. He is A1, Setram, Valyria A1, Valkyria A1, Arrogance. Basically any fighter I need besides Zillitu. Vierna to go with my Silas. Brokir. We have Aelin, which is one of my favorite healers that I have at the moment. Falchia. Venoma, somebody I'm going to be leveling very soon. A person that I was so down on for so long and recently learned how amazing she really is. Idriel. We have Dolores. Just really any epics I need. And then I plan on leveling my Baron soon. I just pulled my first Baron a couple days ago. Then I got another one the day after. And that's pretty fun. But yeah, so overall, pulls wise, I'm doing very, very well. And I have no complaints. Now, I'm not free to play, but I'm also very low spend. I've only really bought one of the raid card. I bought the privilege card one time when it was like, what was it, like $5. I think I bought this once or twice. But besides that, I haven't really spent money on the game, and I'm doing pretty well. So to show you my gear raids, I am farming 19 on gear raid 1, 18 on gear raid 2, and 19 on gear raid 3. Now when it comes to gear raid 2, I do plan on pushing this into at least 19 in the next week or so. I'm just waiting on pulling a Decimus. I think once I pull a Decimus, I can do this pretty easily. I just don't have one at the moment. So when we get there, when I get him, I'll definitely be pushing into the further ranks of Gear Raid 2. I am saving my pools currently for the Lust guaranteed coming up. Lust being a person that I absolutely need, considering I have Arrogance, and when you have a chance at getting the person's partner, you never want to miss out. Like if there were to be a guaranteed Vierna after a Silas 15x, you're not going to want to miss out on the Vierna. So from there, we also are currently just doing Elite and Void Rift. Now, I would love to move into Hard very soon, and I think that's going to be another one of my next challenges that I push myself to do, and I plan on taking you guys along the way with me. I will be trying to get out content and how to do some of these a little bit easier, maybe with some specific champions in mind. For my gear, for 19, what I did is Venoma for the Rage Regen. I can run a little run for you guys just to kind of see what I'm doing here, a little showing into a little bit of my knowledge. I've learned a lot recently. Um, Before this, I was kind of talking crap about Idriel, and after some people helped me out, taught me a little bit, I'm feeling much more confident when it comes to Gear Raid 3 and helping people eventually. Now, I don't quite think I want to do takeovers yet. I think that's maybe a couple weeks or even a month away, but easily trying to get, well, not easily, but really trying to get higher and higher up in every gear raid before I look into making any real takeovers or specialized content in the areas. Everybody's seen the only epics gear raid 319 or 20, and I think those are really helpful. I might do a couple of those, but I think I'm going to focus more on, hey, this is a champion that not a lot of people use here. Maybe even it's a legendary, but this person is really helping me get through whatever content it is. Now I'm going to try and avoid shining a light on any Lord legendaries. I don't think that's the best for anybody. If I'm using Lords everywhere, specifically Morrigan and Venoma, as those are the only two I have. And I don't even have the Piercer Lord, so none of the stuff I do right now will have her included. Hopefully, I can do some great content for you guys, and I'm sure we'll have a great time while I'm at it. Arena is something I would love to get to do some content for you guys in, as Arena is the main place that I focus on in Raid. So moving over to Watchers, I'm sure Arena is something that I'll try to pull out some different comps, different champions for maybe each type of DPS one. I think AoE DPS, there's champions like AI that might be good for it. Now, AI is one that maybe should just stay in PvE. I'm not sure. Just ideas I'm throwing out there. Another idea I want to throw out there to you guys is possibly starting up a free-to-play series on Watchers. Now, this isn't something that I think would happen absolutely immediately, but maybe it does. Maybe you guys have some real wants to see that, and I'm for sure down to do that. I definitely think this is a game that is extremely free to play accessible, and something that I would love to do. Since I'm doing the free to play series on Raid right now, that might overlap and the time might get a little construed, as trying to run two main accounts, well, one main account on Watcher, one main account on Raid, and then free to play on each could be a bit much, but who knows, maybe I can get it done. We'll have a whole lot of fun with that. Now, when it comes to building in this game, building is something that I specialize, well, not that I specialize, but I try to come up with new builds and Raid all the time, ones that can really help move away from the meta and do something new. But in Watchers, I don't really know if I can do that yet or not, as there isn't too many sets. And just moving in my Sylas, I got him into Infernal Roar today. I hadn't done Gear Raid 319 at all because I wasn't there until it was yesterday or the day before. So we got there, we got my Sylas in a really solid Infernal Roar build. Almost 12k attack, which is right around where he should be. I guess more preferably you're looking at 13k or 12.5k-ish. 271 speed, almost crit capped, a little lower, but in this game it isn't as important as it is in Raid to crit cap, so even in the 90s is great. And then 314% crit damage is really nice for Sylas. Sylas is one that you're looking heavily for crit damage on, since he's ignoring so much defenses already. The rest of my builds aren't too amazing. Now, I'm not upset with them by any means. I think my Setram is looking really solid in his build. Maybe a little low on the crit damage, but he has good rage regen. My Valyria, She is a whole lot of attack, decent speed at 275, almost crit capped, and decent crit damage. Valkyra, a champion that I would love to highlight for you guys. I'm really enjoying using her in things, and I think she's one that might be a little undervalued, maybe not really underrated, but not one that I've seen all that many times. Now, her build isn't all that great, so before I did that, I would definitely like to improve her build, because her attack is low. We look more around 13k attack. Her attack speed is good. She's crit capped and 270 crit damage, so it's not overall bad. It's just I'd like to improve it a little bit before then. Besides that, I mean, obviously, arrogance is great. Aylin is one I might go ahead and show you guys a bit more on. Her build isn't the best right now, as you can see, a legendary chest, but she's really, really good, and a cheap healer for your team. Yeah, guys, I have a lot of ideas that I'd like to go ahead and make videos on. I have a decent collection of champions, and I'm sure we will be expanding that a lot coming up pretty soon, because if we head over to my achievements and go to, where is it? Right here, we're gonna get 2 sacreds when I get my lust, so another 2 sacreds is always nice to grab, and then we throw that into if it's a 2x at the time, maybe we can get up maybe even 2-3 legendaries in that one video, besides lust, which would be a whole lot of fun. A champion like Calypso, maybe we could highlight in some stuff, maybe even some help in the campaign, because I know I personally struggled with getting some of these campaign stages done, even if it's earlier on. I think one specifically I found really hard was some of these in chapter 8, even in expert right now. I haven't cleared it out. No, I believe I can. It's just going to take me a couple tries. It isn't as hard with my roster, but at the time it was definitely very hard to get through it, and I had to look at some different videos. I'm going to try to teach just basic ideas, different strategies, things like that, that I didn't learn earlier on, and I think I could really help y'all out. So guys, that is my intro video to my Watcher of Realms channel. My next video is either going to be something on the Gear Raid 2, it could be maybe even a free-to-play episode. I could start that up. We'll just have to see. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, guys.